do you make of your experience here today? Is this your first one?
No, this is actually my third. So, but no, it was a great experience. I mean, you know, we were actually in Indy for the March Madness tournament. So, got a trip down memory lane a little bit around the city, and then a great workout today with a bunch of great talented guys.
How unusual was it just doing 4s instead of 6s?
Yeah, it was a little bit unusual. We were at breakfast and Justin actually told me, like, you know, 2 of the guys didn't make it, and I was like, oh, what are we gonna do different? So again, it just went smoothly. We just did 2-on-2 rather than 3-on-3, and then, you know, some of the coaches, you know, got in and dusted their shoes off. So it was a good experience.
Was Gennaro one of those coaches? Gennaro Pargo? So was he one of those coaches?
Yeah, one of those coaches. Yeah,
I figured that.
So.
He's always trying to hoop.
Yeah, he's always trying to hoop for sure.
So when I look at your background, you had a pretty good shot of going and playing football.
Yeah.
And when did you kind of know, like, basketball would be your path? And was there ever, like, that tornness to pick a sport?
Yeah. It really, all through my high school career, really, I was just waiting until the day when I really had to decide. After my senior year of football season, I kind of said, hey, let's try to figure this out. And it took me about 2 weeks just to kind of, you know, just figure certain recruitment stuff out, and you know, what football teams really wanted, and I really just went with my gut with the relationships I had with the basketball coaches. You know, football schools, they offer 500 kids a year, so it's very hard to, you know, get a real relationship with any of the coaching staff. So went with my gut with basketball, and now I'm here.
Do you think, like, playing so many sports growing up, you did track and field, you did football, you did basketball, did that make you a better athlete and kind of helped you get to where you are today?
Absolutely, yeah. I will always advocate for people to try out as many sports as possible, play as many sports as possible in high school. One, because you don't burn out as quick. You know, it doesn't become a drag every time you have to go to basketball practice, because there's only a certain amount of times that you do, you know, per season. So, so many different ways to compete, so many different ways to have a professional approach mentally. If my kids want to play sports, they're going to play as many as they'd like. So,
what are you trying to highlight to teams as you go through these workouts and sit with them in the interviews?
Yeah, I like to show my defensive versatility and my physical nature. You know, getting as many rebounds as possible, as well as just my entire game: passing, dribbling, shooting, decision making. And just making strides in that. You know, from freshman year to my junior year at Colorado State, I think I made pretty good strides. So hopefully I'll just continue that trend and try to show these teams that, again, I'm a super competitor, and I'm, a vocal guy and fun to be around.
You've made progress like every year of your college career, but what do you think led to this big jump from from sophomore to junior year? And
I think it was just really. It was a little bit of confidence as well as a mental approach to the game. I was kind of really hard on myself my first 2 years, and then, kind of allowing myself to fail, you know, a lot. You know, my junior year was very important. And again, you know, knocking down 7 threes against Creighton was kind of a stamp of approval of all the hard work that I put in. And then after that, really my confidence just kind of skyrocketed, and had the season I had. So, again, it was a great experience, but there was a lot of, 2 to 3 years of work, going into my shooting and, becoming a better player.
Talk about the Creighton game. So how have you kind of kept it all straight, going from relatively maybe unknown to, hey, this guy could be a first-round pick?
Yeah, just keeping it day by day, really. Trying not to look at the news too much, not any mock drafts. I mean, just focusing on getting better every day. Showing these teams again what I can bring to the table with my youth. Just at 21. But again, just a lot of professional mindsets of just understanding it's a day by day, step by step process.
Is it harder to stay off the grid when you're probably getting tagged and stuff, and here's this pro day workout, and you got people maybe back home that are excited? I guess, how do you kind of just stay off the grid?
Yeah, I just try to keep my inner circle just as small as possible. I just pretty much, it's just me and my mom and my brother so far, and then my coaching staff at CSU. So those guys are just in my circle, and just limiting all the distractions as much as possible. I love the support from everybody, but sometimes it can kind of get overwhelming a little bit. So just, again, taking a break from my phone and just enjoying the now of, whatever my off day, or enjoying Indianapolis.
Gotcha. Last one from me. You talk about you know, being here in this moment, I know you said you had like kind of some surreal moments last week, you know, talking to Jerry West or whatever. For you, what's the biggest thing you want to just kind of remember about this experience? You know, you might not get it again, might be your first time or second time. So how do you view just staying right here in this moment and maybe soaking in, you know, getting a Pacer shirt, things like that from different workouts?
Yeah, just like you said, just trying to, again, just be present as much as possible. That's what's really helping me. Again, learning as much as possible as well. Just, you know, again, going into, you know, GM's hotel rooms and, you know, having interviews with them and kind of the speed dating of the NBA. So really just enjoying the experience and again, just understanding that not many people get to do this. And so just being super, super grateful for this opportunity.